Aloha from the beautiful Bay of Honokahua and the Ritz-Carlton Maui Kapalua. Another segment, Comfy in the Kitchen, returns to virtual 2021 Celebration of the Arts, and we're hungry, and we're so pleased to have a friend, a relative, and a great cook. I call him Master Chef D, Derrick Adams, hailing from the island of Oahu at Kaneohe. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Kapalua.
Perfect, aloha.
And what do we got cooking today? What's your specialty?
Today we'll be making chicken curry. It's kind of a favorite of ours. We like to make curry, whether it be hamburger curry, beef curry. Chicken curry is one of our favorites as well. My wife loves this dish as well. Kind of a comfort dish for us at home. But yeah, something we like to make.
Yeah, and Comfy in the Kitchen is always based on what would you do if you had 6 people show up unexpected in your house? What usual ingredients do you have? And so you just cook something up real quick.
Exactly. So sometimes we don't have, beef, but we got curry and we got chicken in the fridge, so we'll just make chicken curry.
You just got to adapt to what you have.
Yeah.
All right, chef, take it away. Let's see what you do.
Okay, so the ingredients we'll be using today for the chicken curry is chicken. I'm using chicken thighs. Really basic ingredients, potatoes, carrots, round onion, and I like to use this store-bought curry here. There's different spice levels. This is hot and this is mild. It's a commonly sold item at our local grocery stores here in the islands. But let me start off by cutting the chicken.
Yeah.
So like I said, we're using chicken thighs. You can use any chicken, but for today's cooking demonstration, we're gonna have chicken thighs. Boneless chicken thighs, excuse me. So I like to cut them just in bite-sized pieces.
Easy to cook, quicker?
Yeah. So, you can, depending on how much you want to eat, you can cut them in halves, quarters, 1/4, etc. So
if you get big guys coming to your house, you make big pieces. If you get plenty of people, you make small pieces.
yeah, if you get the big Hawaiians, maybe you might want to make it in halves. So, Well, let me cut a couple pieces here.
Okay.
And then we'll move on to the potatoes.
I know as you cut that, I've seen you cook for. I don't think I've ever seen you cook for one person. I know you cook for at the very least 4 at a time, up to 40, 400. What's the most you ever cooked for?
The most I've ever cooked for is 500.
500.
Yeah, we had a baby luau for a good friend of mine. He asked me to cook for them, so we had about 500 people.
No. And for those of you on the World Wide Web, our baby luau is when our child makes a year old and we celebrate their life. And that is even bigger than the wedding. It is the biggest party that you have. Basically, you just take your bank account and throw it out the window, and everybody comes to the venue and have some great food and parties. That we pay homage to the parents and the and the child by sharing food and just good times. So, with that, you have a lot of relatives that you enlist as well to help you.
Yes, where we live in Kaneohe, my grandfather had a big piece of land, so all my relatives live next door. Everybody, my aunties and uncles have 1 acre, and they have about 5 houses on each, and there's about 6 or 7 lanes. So all my relatives live in one particular area, and I'm one of the few, cooks that will cook for family events. Yeah,
They depend on you.
Yes.
One of the neat ties that Derrick has to Kapalua itself is the fact that his family heritage actually were the Konehiki. They were the land keepers of this area. And this goes back to the days of Kamehameha himself. And we have evidence of that through a burial site here, not only of Honokahua, but of the princess herself that lays here at rest here at Kapalua. You want to talk about your
Yeah, my 4th generation grandmother is buried just off the property. Her name was Sarah Kaneolono Davis. My 4th generation grandfather was Captain Alexander Adams. He was a Scottish sailor, believed to be a captain on the Queen Kahumanu as well, that sailed for Kamehameha the First and Second. And in addition to that, he was most renowned for designing the Hawaiian flag.
Yeah. So we have some heritage here from Oahu back at Kapalua. So that's nice. I mean, we go to see, you always go to see Princess Kali.
Yes. When we arrive, I always go to the grave. I put flowers, say some prayers. You know, we always need to pay homage to our ancestors, I think.
Absolutely.
For without them, you know, I always say if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going in life. So, yeah.
Okay. So this is why also we maintain and pay respect to our iwi kupuna here at Honokahua. So it's really neat to have someone here who has the bloodlines established here and now, you know, cooking it for us and talking story and sharing some family time. So, mahalo nui.
Yes. So for the potatoes, I like to just bite-sized pieces. I normally cut it in half. And then, like I said, just bite-sized pieces.
So you got your potatoes.
So I got my carrots.
Okay.
So finish with the potatoes. I'll just cut some carrots as well.
Okay.
And then, like I said, the carrots, bite-sized pieces as well. I put a little bit of cooking oil.
Any specific oil you use? Just vegetable oil?
Just regular vegetable oil is fine, but you can use other types of oil, granola oil.
And that was a little bit of what? Diced garlic?
A little bit, oh yeah, a little bit of minced garlic. We're gonna brown the chicken.
You can smell the garlic already cooking. It's nice.
And for my wife, she likes it really, well, we call them papa in Hawaiian, but she likes it really brown.
Yeah. He keeps referring to his wife. His wife is my sister, Rochelle. She makes sure you keep your chef duties in line.
Exactly.
So this of course, you brown the chicken first. And
yes, I brown the chicken first. And then I add water, just enough to cover the chicken, boil. And then I normally add carrots first, because carrots take a little bit longer to soften. So maybe 2, 3, 4 minutes, the carrots will go in. And then the rest of the vegetables, the potato and the round onion. And then once that boils, gets a little bit soft, then I'll add the curry as well. And then I like to also put a little bit of salt, just for a little extra flavor. Couple bay leaves.
Bay leaf?
Yeah, I always add 1 or 2, 3 bay leaves. Gives it an extra kick.
Yeah.
And then a little bit of pepper.
That's browning up nice.
Yeah, it's browning up nice.
So we let this brown. It looks like it's doing really good right now. You let that brown for how many minutes before you add up all your ingredients?
I would say typically about 10, 15 minutes.
It's smelling really good. Smelling really good. Can't wait. Kaneohe Lane curry chicken.
Yes. Adams Lane.
For those of you, I won't say the address because everybody will come to your house, but they have the most, in Kaneohe, the most concentrated poor kenny trees. That's, I mean, you go there and the blossoms just wake you up in the morning and all through the day, and they go out and your family goes out and creates the leaves for
my cousin picks pukeni. Our lane is known for the pukeni leaves, and if you look at a lot of the hula halaus or the Mary Monarch, a lot of the pukeni leaves come from our lane.
Yeah, the lane, so famous. So it's boiling, like it's boiling. Smell that aroma. Now it's time to put in the ingredients.
Yeah, so I normally put the carrots in first. Let me drain them a little bit.
You maintain your cut vegetables in water just to keep it from turning.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, I normally put carrots. Leave for a couple of minutes. Let it boil. And then I add the potatoes, the onions as well.
It's so funny seeing you cook a little bit of food. I know that a lot of people come to your house and the first thing to do is go to your kitchen and see what's on the stove. Because I'm one of those. I'm guilty for that. I'll go, what did Derrick cook last night? What's he got left over here?
What the Lum kids do.
Nice.
So let me stir it.
Do you find sometimes that you have to add extra water depending on how much vegetables you put in?
Yes.
And
Well,
then,
normally it'll boil down, so
and then the curry texture as well.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so curry's the last ingredient. So
Yes.
let's rock with that. And then
Okay, let me add the
bring
curry.
this magic to existence.
So these are block curries, and there's these grooves that you. So normally I will take maybe 2 or 3, add it in the curry of the hot and 2 or 3 of the mild, and then it'll give it a good flavor. Not too hot for my wife, so you just pop it out. So it looks like this, and then you just add it in the
Simple.
pot. And then I normally put half mild as well.
Because I know there's other ways to prepare curry with cream and with.
There's different types of curry,
the
yes.
powdered, right?
Yeah.
But
So
that's a whole different.
right. So I normally let it boil down for several minutes, and then it'll melt. Then I'll stir it, and then I'll let it simmer probably for another 20 to 30 minutes, and then
Okay.
it'll be done.
All right. So we'll see the finished product in just a little bit. But in the meanwhile, Derrick, thank you for sharing your ingredients and your talent with us. I can't wait till we open that pot and sit down and enjoy the savory flavor of your Kaneohe Lane curry chicken. So nice.
Thank you for having me. So
Absolutely.
Mahalo.
All right, here we are. The plate up for the Kaneohe Lane curry chicken with who I call Master Chef D, Derrick Adams, and my family, my sister Rochelle, of course, Master Chef D here, my sister Lehua, and yours truly, as we get to sit down now and really taste the savory concoction of the Kaneohe Lane and your chicken. So, sir, do us the honors and serve us,
All right.
and
Well, like a good cook, I also serve
Yes.
at the completion of my dish. So let me.
That means we got to do the dishes, right?
Exactly.
Okay. Is the color exactly what you wanted?
Perfect.
I can smell it. It just smells delicious. Thank you, sir. Nice and hot.
Yeah, I like carrots, so I put a little bit extra carrots. Serve my wife here.
And again, with the plantation mold, everything's a meld of different flavors and colors. And so, here in Hawaii, everything's on a bed of rice, unless it's something that doesn't call for. But I'd say 90% of everything we eat here has to have some type of bed of rice underneath it, or an equivalent of. So, as we say in Comfy in the Kitchen, the food is served. Let's eat.
Let's eat.
So the smells there, now the spices, that's what's gonna. Nice. Cheers.
Cheers. Mahalo, Derrick. Thank you, Derrick.
Yum.
Oh, no, as always.
Hmm.
So good.
I wish you could all be here
Yeah.
so that you guys can do the dishes after this is all done. But Derrick, like I said, I've seen you cook from 2 to, like you say, 500 people. You served a lot of family functions, and I thank you for sharing with the Ritz-Carlton and with our Celebration of the Arts. Our ownership is grateful that you're here, and we look forward to having you here again and again. What are you going to cook next time? No.
Well, thank you for having me.
You're absolutely welcome. So, to all of you who support Celebration of the Arts, the Preservation Site of Honokaua and the Ritz-Carlton Maui Kapalua, we celebrate by food, we celebrate by family, we celebrate spiritually and physically, but the key word is we celebrate. And this is what it's all about. We come here to rejuvenate, whether it be through your stomach, through your mind, your soul, whatever the case may be. Celebration of the Arts will never fail to exist here because we are who we are. This is where it is. So thank you for supporting us, and we look forward to 2022. Aloha, bon appetit,
Bon appetit.
me ai,
Bon appetit.
heo.
So good, babe. Mm.